What it do, too? Welcome back to All About Custom Whips, man. Today's video, I want to put the 3.5-inch tweeters in the dash, see if they fit without any spacers. The 6x9s in the door do need spacers because the magnets are so much bigger than the stock, so I need that extra clearance for those. So I ordered those, got to wait for those to come in, but hopefully that will not be the case with the 3.5s. So I'm about to drop one in, see if I got clearance, and then if that's all right, I'm going to attempt to take out the headliner. Attempt. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's all involved in taking out the headliner. I've never taken out the headliner. So, and there's actually no videos on YouTube about taking out the Journey headliner. So, I just might be the only one. If it come out, I'll be the only video about taking out the headliner in the Journey. But we're going to attempt it. Don't know what's going to happen. We're going to attempt it. Anyway, let's go. Alright, y'all, so this is the Score tweeter, and it fits fine. I'm hoping. I hope this part right here ain't a lot higher than the cover is going to go back on it. Let's hope that, because the other speakers are flush. This got that dome, so hopefully the cover go back on, but it fits in there. The clearance in the back is good. Even with the extra big magnet, it still fit flush in there. So we look like we good on that end, man. Good news. So now, woo, removing this stuff so I can attempt to get out this headliner. That's what's on the menu today then, folks. Alright, y'all, this is where we at. We got the panels off on both sides. Walk around here. Panels off on both sides. And the speakers is out. You see, no speakers in there. Dash, front of the dash out up there, getting ready for them tweeters. So now we're gonna tackle the headliner, man. I'm not sure what all is involved in taking out the headliner, but as you see this, the headliner, you got a lot of stuff up there. You got a lot of stuff up there. So it all got to come out. So, the sides, the pillars got to come out on both sides. The back ones, the ones in the middle between the front and back seats. sun visors gotta come off, all the vents gotta come off, all the trims, the controls gotta come out, everything. And in the back, yes, all this right here gotta come right back out. So let's start the prying, man, getting some of this stuff off. All right, y'all, first I'm gonna take off the handles around all the doors. The clips don't actually come off, they actually stay on. You just pop them open, which I just did with my nail. And there's a star bit. Yeah, if it's focusing, that's black up there. But anyway, that's a star bit to get all those off. So I'm about to start taking off the handles. Then I'll do the visors. Then I'll start prying on the components. All right, guys, now I'm going to unscrew the sun visors. There's 4 screws for the visor. Let's look at those. Get the handle off. Unscrew the visor. Now these are powered. The mirrors light up, so you can't get to the connectors till after you pull down the front of the headliner. So when you unscrew it, make sure you don't pull. Just let it be until you can get to it. All right, y'all, so I got all of the handles off. Now I'm gonna start doing the round trims. I think they just snap in and snap out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And this light housing here, the control unit there, there. So let's start to prying these bad boys out. I believe they just pry out, man. Let's see if I can get one right here on video. How it come out. It looks like it just pry out. Might need a pry tool, but looks like it pry out. Let me get my tool. And there we go. Yeah, it just pries right out, man. I pulled it out with my hands. Got to use a little force, but it come right out. So pull the rest of these out and move on to those. All right, y'all, this is the rear hatch light right by the rear hatch. That also pulls right out, but don't pull it too hard. Connect it to the wires. So then you got to unconnect it right here to free it up. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna start working on this trim. It's in the back hatch. I'm gonna have to pry that up, which is real easy, just come right out. And then there's 1 screw in there, which is the star screw. 1 right there, 1 right there. You ever see it? I haven't seen one of these. I opened the other one that was plain, it was empty. So after I pull them 2 out, then I will do the centerpiece, then try to get both pillars off and this center pillar. But yeah, right up in the holes there, scar tip screw, and then everything is just pulling it down. So let's go. All right, y'all, next I have to remove the trims, the screws, to get this part off here. You gotta remove the rear seat belt, just this part, which again is another star tool. And first you'll have to remove the cover. You got a cover on it, so I have to pry that off, and then start the unscrewing. And I'm doing everything with regular tools, no power tools, so it's a lot of turning. Just keep turning, they'll come off. So think you're back on when I get both of these off. Alright guys, got the seat belt off on both sides. But as you see up there, that's still holding up the headliner. That's still holding up the headliner. So I got to tackle those next. And there is another one right up there. So there's another 1, 2 to go. Well, 4 to go. 2 on each side. 6 altogether. So let me go up to the front. Let's start tackling those. Alright guys, so we're moving on to the first pillar up in the front. I'm right behind the passenger seat. And there's one over there on the driver's side. So both of these gotta be removed. As you can see, on the headliner. What's also up here is the airbag. So again guys, when you're doing this, make sure that your battery is disconnected for at least 1 hour, preferably even longer, before you do any of this. That will stop the airbag. Make sure there's no power to it. So you gotta disconnect. Already started. Pull this trim. See how it's in this one. So you gotta remove this trim to get to this trim, so you can get up here, get that part of the headliner out. But be careful, airbag is up there. So don't really pry in there. Just try to use your fingers. I use my pry tool down here to get this, and I'll just use my hands to finish getting this part up here off. So I'll need both hands though, but as soon as I get this off, I'll cut it back on, then we'll do the other one. Alright y'all, I got it off. There was one screw, it was right in here, that I had to take off to get it out. And then as soon as I got it off, it came right off. And that is right where the airbag sign is, on both ends. So that's what this part right here is, right where the airbag sign is. I just pried that part out, it just pries right out. There it is right there. So once you remove that screw, then you'll be able to pull everything right out. And see, the headliner's exposed now. So now I'm going to do that side. And then these back ones here. So let's get to it. Alright guys, I just removed the back pillar. Same thing. There's one little screw in there, which is right there. Another star tip. Once you remove it, you just pry it right out. It'll just come right off. Once you remove that screw. So now let's head over to the other side and do the other side. Alright y'all, now we're back in the back. As you can see, we're back by the hatch. Got the sides off. This cord is for when I hooked up the mirror up there, the dash cam. So that's what that is. There's one screw in here that you gotta get to, another store tip. You see, this is the side pillar, another one over there. Again, one screw right there. There's another star tip. Alright y'all, so I have the back pillars off. That's them down there. There's everything down there. There's all going around the back hatch. The two back pillars, the side pillars, which that's just stuff hanging on the seatbelt because I don't need the rest of that to come off or the headliner to come out. So I got, hold on, let me turn. So I got this light fixture, the center one, and the front console all next, and that should be it before I'm able to start yanking some of this thing out. So let's start on this one first. Alright guys, so I got the first light fixture off. There's a clip, clips right into there, which is that right there. I just pulled it out with my hands and it came off. Don't pull hard though, because this cord will be attached. Do not pull hard. Gently, but you still have to give it a little bit of a tug. And then just unclip it. So this one right here is next. Alright guys, so now I got the air condition controls for the rear out. As you can see, it's still connected. It's just 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. I pried those off with my hands, and then you'll just disconnect it. Just hit the little button right there, disconnect it, and then we're gonna move on to the front. All right, guys, this is the front ceiling console. As you see, 1, 2, 4, 6 clips. To get it out, you gotta. I had to pull hard on this one, guys. This one was tough to get out. I had to use my metal screwdriver. At the same time, once you up near the front, you see there's wires. You gotta pull firm, but do not pull really hard. You do not want to break your wires to your courtesy lights. That's what those are for. You don't want to break those. It's not really heavy, you don't have much weight. That's why it's still hanging a little bit. I wanted to get this video, but it just unclips right here on both ends. That one's still under the tape. They was under the tape. Unclip them to release it. And overhead center console is out. Let me unclip these. All right, guys, I got it down. They just unclip right at the bottom. Just the clips right there. And it's down. Now I can start trying to finagle the headliner out some and get to these wires that's right up under here. So we're gonna try to get to those. All right, guys, now we're to the part that I circled right back to. Had to get these right here out in order to get that sun visor out. It clips right on into here. Actually, this port slides into the other port. This is the clip. You gotta lift this port here, that slot. It slides right in there, so you gotta lift it. You get it out. So now we gotta do the other side, and then we're gonna, yeah, look at that. Start pulling this thing out. All right, guys, we finally got everything in the headliner removed. You can see some things back there, all the way back, all the controls, all the vents, all the lights. Everything is removed. Everything's removed from the sides. The pillars is down. Y'all can see everything. Everything's out. So now it's time to start gently pulling out the headliner. There's a lot of cords up there that is glued to the headliner. You gotta gently, you don't want to break none of the cords, none of the connections, and none of that. You don't want to do that. So now you gotta gently start ungluing the cords from the headliner, avoiding also the airbags that's over here. You don't want to mess with none of that stuff either. And start working your way down, man. Start working it down, getting it up out of here. So that's what we're about to start doing, man. I'm about to show y'all some of these cords up in here, and then we'll start working and releasing them. All right, y'all, I'm on the passenger side, and as you can see, cords is up there, and they are glued to it like these. So you gotta gently release all these cords first before the headliner will come out. So that's what I'm doing. And this is my GPS for my dash cam and rear view mirror. I put that up there myself, so that most likely won't be in yours unless you install the same thing. But as y'all can see, gotta gently work the cords free on the whole entire passenger side, and then work the cords free on the driver's side. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna click y'all back on after I get these cords released. Alright, y'all, this is another view. I'm on the passenger side in the rear, and all the wires that's just up there, because now the whole headliner is just hanging. So you see all the wires just glued down that you gotta gently pull up to get this thing out of here. Gently, gently, gently pull up all the wires that are glued. Because you don't want the wires to come out with it. Let's go over to the passenger side, or the driver's side. Alright, y'all, I'm right at the driver's side door. So all this right here, pull it all up, cord going up around here, all the way around, all the way. Get all that up. Let me go through the rear hatch to reach that. But as y'all can see, headliner on his way out, man. Headliner on his way out. We're in the rear now, so the wire that I couldn't reach before. Gently working it up right here. Undo the whole thing, man. Unglue the whole thing. It's on there hard, so you gotta use some force, but you don't want to do it so hard that you break a cord. Oh, there's another one up under there, huh? Let's do ears. Where's that one going? I mean, all this right here is gonna have to come out so you can put all the lights, all the cotton. Guess you want to do that gently too, because you're gonna have to put it back. Then you'll have to re-glue everything back down. So let me get to this task. I need both hands. Okay, folks, so look like it's completely disconnected, and all got to be done now is pulled out. Let's see if we can pull this thing out without no problems. We don't want no problems. Alright, y'all, I forgot a connection. Actually just didn't know it was there because it is nothing just showing from the bottom. So this box here, this black box, this is going to be attached to it. We're going to unclip it right there before you can get this headliner out, because it is attached. Now I think that is the last attachment from my inspection. See if we can get this thing out of here now. As y'all see, man, the headliner is out. The door panels is removed. The front dash panel for the tweeters is removed. There's the airbags, man. You know what I mean. I got to get all these components into the house now. It is super windy out. Oh yeah, where did that go? Man, I gotta find that. It's holding up the headliner. You know, I got balloon too. But yeah, y'all, everything is for my project is out. Installing it, I'm pretty sure is going to be a whole nother beast. Installing it back. But heck, it was a beast uninstalling everything. But everything is out. Alright, y'all, that is that, man. Uninstalling the headliner. Headliner removal, whatever you want to call it, man. Woo! Took a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time doing it. I had no clue what I was going to be running into. Like I said, there ain't no YouTube videos on the journey, so this is going to be the first one, as far as I know of. If there's another one, it didn't come up on the search. So, man, I hope this right here help anybody that tried to do it, man. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. Do not try to rush. Make sure you get all those cords that's glued to the headliner. I mean, you gotta, there's a lot of uninstalling to do for the headliner. So, man, I tell you what, I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, and I was just scared to do it. I was like, there's no way I'm doing all that. There's way too much. I'm not going to be able to do that. You know what I mean? No, excuse me. I didn't have any confidence that I was going to be able to do this. None at all. This is like the second year. So I've been wanting to do this for the past 2 years. I just decided to go for it, man. You know what I mean? And the headliner, this is September 2021. This is September 2021. This headliner ain't going back in till at least May 2022. That's how long it's going to be out, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to rush and complete it before winter. I'm going to work on it over the winter. You know what I mean? I was going to, because I'm going to install the starlights up there, the fiber optic starlights, Rolls Royce lights, whatever you want to call them. And I was going to do like a 200-300 thread, but this is just entirely too big for that. And really, I was watching it wasn't even YouTube. I was just on Facebook in one of the car groups, and somebody had posted theirs that they had just finished on a Nissan. I don't even know, it's one of the bigger ones. Something just got blue somewhere. Oh, the share. But I said, man, it's real windy out there. I just heard a big boosh. I had to look back to see what that was. Chair got knocked over on the porch. But I seen somebody that just did one, and they said it took a long time. And they did like a 3,000 thread, like, and it looked so good. I was like, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? If he took his whole thing apart, and he said he did it in like a week though. I guess he was, he was trying to get done. But me, I'm just going to do it over the winter, man. I'm not even going to rush, but I am going to try to do maybe that 2,000, 3,000 thread, because you got to install those individually. You get into the thousands, that's a whole lot of, yeah, that's a whole lot of work, guys. So I'm just going to do it over the whole entire winter. We get snow here, guys, so there's not going to be no work going on in the car over the winter. The stuff I want to do, I'm taking out the car and I'm going to do in the house, which will be the Starlight ceiling. Got the ceiling out. Haven't found the lights yet. Haven't even looked because it's still so early, and I don't plan on doing it too over the winter. So I haven't even looked at them. I just know I'm going to do maybe 2,000, 3,000 thread. You know what I mean? Whatever I see I like. And I got to get the rims off here and do the curb rashes on here, and fix the curb rash, repaint the rims, and then rewrap the rims, which also is going to be a over the winter project. So next car season, I'll be able to come right. You know what I mean? I'll be able to come right. So that's my over the winter plans for the car, that I could do inside, everything I could take off the car. And yeah, man, because ain't gonna be no work being done out here. All that stuff I did over this summer, you know, basically that was a lot of light installation. So that's done. That's done. Now I got to do the lights and the ceiling, which I'm going to take the whole winter to do, and fix the rims, which I'm going to take the whole winter to do, and I should be good to go for next year, man. Good to go. Hopefully. Doing the headliner, you know, it's still a ton of work to get all that stuff in there, to get the lights in there, and then I got to get it back in here and reinstall it back in here. So I can't do that when it's cold either. Don't want to be out here this long in the cold or in the heat. It was almost 80 today and I'm sweating, got my headband on. But I was terrified to do it, guys, but it is done. Anyway, man, all about custom whips, KJ's lifestyle and all about custom whips, man. Go on ahead and subscribe to the channel for your boy. I just reached over 1,000 subscribers on my cake channel, custom cake channel, Caking with Cav. Now I'm at like 241 subscribers for the car channel as of right now. Hopefully it'll be a little higher by the time this video posts. But anyway, man, subscribe to both my channels. Not your thing, just subscribe to the car channel, man, if that's actually what you're here watching for. Anyway, man, just subscribe to that for your boy. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all with the next video. We out. Join my Facebook group all about custom whips. Post your bikes, cars, trucks, whatever you got customized. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel all about custom.